Well, hello and welcome to this uh, word problem exercise on uh, probability, an IGCSE GCSE type question. And it says in this exercise you must show all your working. And it says Ali has a fair coin, which in this, the coin is unbiased, that is. Now she tosses this coin 3 times. Now draw a tree diagram to represent the possible outcomes. And B says, what is the probability that she will get heads in consecutive tosses? And thirdly, which is similar to the second one, it says, what is the probability of getting heads or of getting consecutive heads or consecutive tails in the first 2 tosses? Now C is very similar to B. Okay, and this question carries 5 marks out of 80. Now let's see how it goes on. And this is my tree diagram. So now suppose she has a head in the first toss. Now for the second toss she'll get either a head or a tail, which is this one here, which is this one here. Now if she had a head in the second toss, she might then get a head in the third toss or a tail in the third toss there. And if she had a tail in the second toss, she might get a head in the third toss there or a tail there. Okay, so that's that branch. That's that branch finished now. Now, if she had if she had a tail in the first toss, for the second toss she might get a head there or a tail there. Now, if she had a head in the second toss, she might get a head in the third toss or a tail in the third toss there. Now, if she had a tail in the second toss, for the third toss she might get a head or a tail there. Okay, so that is the first part of A completed, and I hope I did explain that as clearly as I could. All right, okay, so if we just wipe all those off, come on, that goes, that goes, that goes, that goes. This gets messy, I think. All right, now for question B, that says what is the probability that you get heads in consecutive tosses? Okay, so now we can get heads there, heads there, heads there, or we could get heads there and heads there. So that now becomes something like this one here. A half times a half times a half, which is 1/8, or the blue half going down the tail section, a half times a half times a half. And the or implies addition. So if you add 1/8 and 1/8, you get 1/4. So that's B completed. Don't forget it says or there, so you can get head, 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 or tail, head, head. Okay, so that's one done. Right, now for C, it says what is the probability of getting heads, or sorry, of getting consecutive heads or consecutive tails in the first two tosses. Right. Now, the first two tosses will be this one here, oops, sorry, and this one here, there. Okay, so for that, you're going to get something like this one here that goes, right. You can get consecutive heads there and there for the first two tosses, or consecutive tails there and there. So you're doing a half times a half plus a half times a half, and that is what we've got there. So a half times a half plus a half times a half. Now a half times a half is 1/4, and a half times a half is 1/4. 1/4 plus 1/4 will give you a half. Right. Now, I do hope that all of that made some sense, and please subscribe and watch some of my other videos. Thank you for watching, and bye bye now. Bye bye.